You mentioned GMOs separately from hybrid seeds.
Yes.
So what are GMOs?
When you go to GMOs, they are genetically modified. That the word itself says it. They are actually man-made seeds, where they are for plant origin, and where using technology, lab technology, seeds of different varieties, sometimes plant and animals, are mixed together to achieve certain desired traits in the lab, and then released to the market to then grow within other natural habitats. And the science is showing clearly that they have horrendous negative effects, both to the soil, to the other plant kingdom, if they are plants, and to those of us who consume them, they have been associated with cancers again. So when you combine them, you combine the GMO plants or seeds with glyphosate, which they require to grow, because some of those GMOs are designed specifically, listen to this, not to die from glyphosate.
Yes.
That's very strange.
Yes.
In other words, if you pour glyphosate on seeds or plants that are not GMO, they will die. But if you pour glyphosate or spray glyphosate on seeds that are GMO, they'll just shake the glyphosate and continue growing.
That's terrifying.
So clearly these are monster kind of plants, and you're expected to eat them as a meal. And you're supposed to be normal out of that abnormal encounter. And quite frankly, on a serious note, we are seeing that correlation right now in the US. The US is GMO country. Brazil is GMO country. South Africa is GMO country. What do they have in common with COVID-19? There are much higher cases of COVID-19. Where there is GMO, there's glyphosate, almost always. 80% of the global market or supply of GMOs are what they call herbicide tolerant. They are designed to use glyphosate. And listen to this, use more glyphosate. So those who produce glyphosate are making more money. And unfortunately, listen to this again. The companies that own the patents for GMOs are the same companies that hold the patents for glyphosate. So they make money from the poison that is the agrochemical, and they make more money from the seeds that are poisoned, and they feed you with that. They make you sick, you get diabetes or cancer, and then their friends in the pharmaceutical industry make more money from you until you finally die.
Then
Is that really fair?
Generation.
Then you go into the next generation.
That's terrible.
In fact, now that you mentioned about this next generation, the latest research coming, published in Nature, which is a world top recognized magazine, has shown that glyphosate, this is how evil this molecule is. This molecule of Roundup does not just affect you and me right now. They affect you and me to a third and fourth generation of offsprings. They damage DNA.